All right. Well, there he is. He's the prep dog, and we are at Redlands High School, or Redlands East Valley High School, John. We just saw a very impressive first half of play between Rev and Redlands. This is the CBL opener for both teams, right?
That's right. They're coming off the Kiwanis tournament.
Okay, so Redlands, a lot of notoriety because Ashton Robinson has been scoring so many points. What did he do in the first half against the mighty Wildcats?
He had 13 points. He pretty much showed a willingness to shoot from anywhere at any time, even with the guy with the hand in his face.
Right. But you're impressed more with, do you think the best player on the court might be Khalil, is it Bangju at number 21 for Rev?
Yeah, Khalil Banju. I hope we're pronouncing that correctly. He's a real Leaf-type player, very agile. He's got a nice shooting touch. I'm very impressed with him. I didn't see Terrell Todd out there in the first quarter. Might be some kind of disciplinary thing. But he came on and he had 7 points in the second quarter.
Right. I think Rev is what, 9? Is Redlands 9-3 right now coming into the game?
Rev
12-3.
13-3.
13-3.
Redlands is 12-3.
12-3. So two teams that would seemingly very evenly matched. Now, at one point, it was like, what, 16-4 to open up the game with Rev?
17-4, yeah.
With Rev in the lead.
That's correct.
And then we saw at the end there, it was a 10-point lead for Redlands East Valley, and then Redlands made a run at him, like an 11-0 run at the end of the game, and then traded a lot of three-pointers. Yeah,
Rocky Caro had a couple of three-pointers, and Ashton Robinson had one. Because Caro really looks like a good shooter. They should get him the ball more.
Right. So you've now seen Redlands now, what, 3 times now in the last week or so? Did you see him against Hemet, or were you at the vigil that day?
I was at the vigil for that one.
Right, because that was sort of an accidental one for you, right?
Yeah, we won't get into that.
What did Robinson do? You know what Robinson did against Hemet in that game?
I really don't know. I was down at the vigil, so
right.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about high school sports right now in general. Your responsibilities here during non-football season are what?
Mainly to keep you out of trouble, but also girls water polo and CBL basketball and the Southwestern League.
So let's talk about CBL basketball for a minute. Redlands and Rev, these are two teams that obviously will vie for a league championship. Obviously, Eisenhower is lurking there as well, and I would imagine that Miller and Fontana would have something to say about that as well. What do you think about the league right now?
Yeah, it pretty well summarizes it. Miller hasn't been quite as good in recent years as they were like maybe 3-4 years ago. Eisenhower you can never count out, and then these two teams have been strong in recent years.
Well, Eisenhower has like a 500 record, but they crushed Summit the other day too. So clearly, maybe is Eisenhower the front runner, you think, or is Redlands East Valley?
I'd go with Eisenhower based on their previous performance, strength of schedule. They're a lot like Summit in that they played an extremely difficult schedule.
Right. Okay, let's talk about girls water polo for a minute. Who are the teams to watch in girls water polo?
It's the usual suspects: Marietta Valley, Riverside Poly, Santiago, etc.
Okay. And then in the Southwestern League, Marietta Valley getting it done on the boys basketball side of things. They look very impressive so far this season.
Yeah, Marietta Valley doesn't have overwhelming talent, but they're just so well coached that they're a team that's going to be up there year after year.
Well, very good. All right, John Murphy, the prep dog. Any other highlights from this game so far? 41-39, Redlands East Valley leading at the half. What are your other thoughts?
I'm a little surprised that Redlands is still in the game, but they're very kind of a plucky team, and it seems like they're very streaky, and if you let them hang around, it could be trouble.
All right, so now, one of the things I like about this, we were talking about this the other day about gyms, and this is one of the best gyms around, the Redlands East Valley gym. A Quonset hut, arched style. It looks like a nice shooting surface as well. How would you rate this as a basketball coach? Because that's what you do on the side.
Are you asking me what I think of the Rev gym?
Yes.
I kind of prefer gymnasiums where the bleachers are right on the floor. This is a later model where it's more suited for a physical education class than a game.
Right.
And I really prefer even like Kaiser, which was built semi-recently, but the bleachers are right on the floor, and I think it's better for the fan.
What's your favorite place to go see a basketball game or cover a basketball game at in the Inland Empire?
Well, For the same reason that I just stated, a place like Kaiser, or harkening back to when I was in the Victor Valley High School was a favorite of mine, and Burroughs actually was an exact duplicate to Victor Valley.
Right. Okay. Very good. All right. We're with the Prep Dog here. Anything else we should be looking forward to in the next coming weeks, days, months, inches?
One guy that we didn't talk about was Paul and Powie from Rev, and he's looked pretty impressive here tonight. He's a kid who didn't start playing basketball until 9th grade, and he's really shown a lot of agility and an awfully nice shooting touch.
Great. All right, Prep Dog, thanks a lot, man. We'll talk to you later.